18.
All right. Welcome everybody and welcome to episode 18 of Renaissance. So yesterday, well, what we've been doing thus far up to this point is just kind of making making Lockstitch look good for the most part. It's like we know where the anomalies are coming, we are showing up, we are taking care of them, with a minor exception of yesterday, but they did save a city from a frog. So that is that today's game is taking place in Haven, but because we are half of the fleet down, because we do no longer have an airship, like to get to tomorrow's mission, we have to drop this party off and then head immediately north in the sub to get to Plumbob. And we can't split the party, so well, not in any minor way, so we are dropping off these guys here. All right, water packages open tomorrow. I'm very excited for a lot of things that we've already talked about. It's so sick. And the season ends on Sunday, December 22nd, but after that, we will have the wrap party. We can all talk about the season. And then on the 23rd, we play the fun little, Christmas caroling game. But,
Good.
excellent.
Introduce characters.
I will. All right. So, sorry, it froze up for me. So playing Clem, we have Van X.
Hello.
Playing Irwin, we got Young Meat.
Hello.
He's also bruised and/or gruff meat.
Anything meat, probably me.
Meat, rancid meat, eye meat. All right. And playing Iskra, we got Molly.
Hi.
And we got Zacna, played by Ray.
Yo.
All right, everybody. So we know the rules of Haven. We're not supposed to bring weapons in. It's we're on a pretty good, and also it's a pretty chill beach town. Right now, the number one problem is on an island outside of Haven. That is where the magic overflow has been detected. It's just it seems like a simple job. One of the pipes breached the surface somewhere. Find it, patch it up. You guys have the tools for it. Also, you've been warned that where these magic leaks happen, tend to find anomalies, creatures not acting right, the local flora or fauna not acting right, rifts allowing creatures that don't belong here. So, stay on your toes. And then they drop you off. Do they drop you off in Haven, or do they drop you off on location? If you get dropped off on the island where it is, you will still have your weapons. Nobody will have confiscated. You will have the ability to have your weapons. If you go to Haven first, you probably did not leave the sub with your weapons.
Oh.
Well, I don't mind either way.
I think I would prefer the island first then.
Island.
Yeah.
So, and you all will just very simply, on this island, there is a farm. It is a popo nut farm. There they grow the giant, bowling ball sized potatoes that come in a coconut hard shell.
Mm-hmm.
And all
I
of
love
you,
those.
sorry, real fast. Let me get him on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
He is. I need you guys all to get the mental image of a fish farmer, exactly what you would think somewhere between that. He has a straw hat on. He's got a long, like, weed sticking out of his mouth. He has a pitchfork that looks a lot like a trident. He has overalls on.
Mm.
And his name is Jeremiah.
Oh, nice.
And he's just like, yep. You can see right here, this is where it is. There's something about this area. It's been started glowing green the last few days. I didn't think much of it. He's like, I've been growing a mighty fine crop lately. And he holds doesn't hold it up. He wheels out a popo nut the size of a beach ball.
Oh.
Do they usually grow that big? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with them.
Oh no, these are objectively bigger. Like,
Yeah, that's a hefty one.
it's just like, I would, like, he pulls out like last year's crop, and it's about the size somewhere between a softball and a bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that they've gotten bigger since things started glowing green?
Well, the glowing orange, but we might be colorblind.
You did say green.
Did I say green?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fucked up. I fucked up hard. He's colorblind. He's orange-green colorblind. He has no idea.
Oh, like a deer.
He keeps saying green, and you just see all of this orange just nodding along.
Yeah, we know what it means. Yeah, okay. Same color.
I don't think orange-green colorblind is a thing, is it?
It is
I don't
for
know.
some animals. Deer are orange-green colorblind. That's why you can wear the high-vis vest when you're hunting.
Huh.
They don't see it.
Mm. Neat.
Man,
Yeah, that was like
I love learning things.
informative.
Yeah. I thought it is just a thing.
I just don't want to get shot.
No. No, it's okay.
And it's funny because this fish guy is orange and green. He thinks he's all just one color. He has no idea. He has no concept that his like head, fin, and lips are different color than the rest of him.
That's interesting. Oh, I love him a lot more now.
So without a doubt, and without like making sillier like roles that are not necessary, he brings you to his
Mhm.
pond, and next to the pond, there used to be a huge tree that got cut down recently, and then the pond is glowing orange and sparkling reflections of the night sky above. Because we're in the celestial sea, like there is no day-night cycle. You only see outside and outer space all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
Does your pond normally look like this?
It's like, no, this was recently. And at first I wasn't too alarmed. You know, people going to space again, everything getting a little strange. Well, I was having such a good yield. I really wasn't. You don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. Wait, yeah, you don't want to look a gift tiny horse in the mouth. But it's like, I thought maybe somebody might report me down the line. Now, I don't want to be selling poison to people.
Mm-hmm.
I
Where do
mean,
you get your drinking water?
are you
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, where do you get your drinking water?
And he's like, oh. And he's like, I never touch this stuff. He takes you like to his barn, and you see a still that smells vaguely of coconut vodka.
I see.
Is there another farmer that you're like competing with that would possibly report you that you're worried about?
Oh, I'm not like I don't really have. I don't want to be reported, but I also don't actually want to make people sick. Will this make them sick? If you tell me it won't, I'll keep selling these. I don't
mean,
look a
have you
gift
eaten
big
them?
horse in the mouth. I would never. I don't eat very often. He like shoulders over to the still, but I drink like a fish.
Mm.
Wait, so I mean, you've already been selling them. Nobody's come to you and said, "Hey, I'm sick."
I haven't gotten any complaints thus far. I've actually had quite a few compliments.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think if they're bigger, they're better, but I mean, we should still find out why. And I would assume they're safe. But
Okay, I
Yeah.
mean, if they're
I mean-
safe, if this is safe, I'm good.
we have to figure out if they are.
I mean, I'm a doctor, so like, go for it. Take a bite.
Yeah.
And if anything
Yeah.
goes wrong, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, this will be our pilot study, and then after that, we'll do a double-blind
Yeah.
clinical trial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's just like, all right, so I'll just eat one raw then, or am I gonna cook it?
We can cook. I think we should.
Yeah, I think we
eat
could
as
afford
if we
the
were to
cooking
use
time.
Yeah, we can cook it. Like eat it as if you were actually going. Like someone else that bought it is going to prepare it. So,
Okay.
and if
all
you need
right.
help cooking it, I can help you with that. Yeah.
And so there's like 45 minutes of this man baking a popo nut, as like we all just sit around like he shares out some of his like coconut flavored vodka
Nice.
that is just his main export.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna just say this beach ball size thing cooks in 45 minutes, not the actual time it would take to cook this thing.
Now, is that the... Do you take it out of the shell first?
Oh no, he bakes it
You don't
in
have
the
to.
shell, and then it
Mhm.
becomes nice and brittle, and then he hits that with a
Mhm.
hammer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna
It be-
ask because I kind of thought that the shell might be funny as a hat, but that's fine. That's
Oh
fine.
no, oh he's like absolutely.
Mhm.
Like one of the littler ones might fit you better, unless you're trying to do the anime like wicker hat, except for all just half of a giant coconut shell.
Hmm. Yeah, perhaps one that fits a little tighter would be better. I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiden's hat
Better
from
fit
Mortal Kombat.
'Cause I always
Oh.
imagined the skin edible like a actual potato.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely edible. Just it's a lot thicker.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
like
it's just
jerky,
very
like
thicker,
potato jerky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Still potato. So it's all edible. So, but it's also still thick. If you wanted to wear it as a hat, you technically could.
I,
love the
he
potatoes. so
he
much.
starts eating it, and
Mhm.
Iskra, I don't think that you see any like negative effects to him. He gets full before he can like make any sizable dent in it.
Like
He just
after
has-
eating a normal amount of food for someone to be full, or like less than normal?
I think it's like a normal amount.
Okay.
He's just like, ah, are you guys gonna help me out with this, or is this just a me situation?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll help you.
Irwin sticks one of his tendrils in it
Yeah.
to do the. I don't know if anybody's seen Irwin eat yet, but he doesn't have a mouth. He's just an eyeball.
Mhm.
So he just kind of like
Mhm.
absorbs through any of his fleshy bits. So that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna like he's gonna like basically stick his like gross tendril hand into a plate of mashed potato.
Yeah, that's it. We're doing that scary movie
Mm.
scene finally.
It's totally normal. Like, Clementine's also gonna eat some.
Zacna will also help out.
Yeah. Taste the
No,
potato.
as the responsible adult, I will watch them.
I do absolutely love Iskra just
Yeah,
taking a
yeah.
step back, pulling out her notebook, and just starting
Yeah.
writing down how everybody's doing.
Yeah. Makes sense. I mean,
Okay,
Clementine knows they're
I'll-
usually safe.
All three of you roll me a 20-sider.
Let's see, yeah.
Right. Eight.
I don't know, 11.
11, absolutely.
Whoa.
I'm just taking the highest on this one, so the 11 is like, what is
Okay.
Clem? What is one really like this? Just tastes like the smaller version, just bigger. It has the same has the same nutritional amount to it, but you do realize the fact that it is, and I'm using air quotes so hard right now, unnatural. Like this is an instead of a GMO, this is an MMO. This is a magically modified
Yeah.
organism.
The critically acclaimed MMO.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's
this is the
some- there's
critically
something.
acclaimed MMO. Popo Nut 14.
So-
You can eat
Well,
one
I
of
mean, I
these
was-
up to level 70.
Yeah. Because I mean, like Clementine would assume like it is related to like the water being orange and like I don't know like how he verbalized that, but like he's like yeah, like it tastes like a regular but potato but nut.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. It's very good, but it is different. It shouldn't be this big, and I guess we all know that, but.
Thanks. Jeremiah's just like, well, I get like you can fix the problem with the water though, but if you do that, it'll go back to normal, right? We could feed so
I
many
think
people.
so.
Slaps the Popo Nut. We could feed so many people with these. We know that these guys are shelf stable as they are, but these sizes, we could send one with a crew.
Have you noticed any magical side effects? Like, obviously you're not having an allergic reaction, but are you having a magical reaction? Like, are you able to do things you couldn't do before?
Any spontaneous wizard beard growth?
Well,
Anything abnormal.
that tree was talking to me for the last couple nights, but I got that chopped right down. It's like I nipped that one right in the bud.
And also, to be fair, you did just tell us you drink almost exclusively whiskey, or was that vodka?
Vodka. I exclusively drink vodka.
You exclusively drink vodka.
Sorry.
That could explain the talking tree as well.
I wasn't taking any chances. Like it was growing right next to the pond. It started like, let me tell you, it got really mouthy.
Did the talking come before or after the and Irwin puts in the air quotes here, green glow?
Oh, most certainly after. Like I've had these kind of size reactions for a while. The tree was growing, one of the first things to start growing, but I don't know how big trees get. I'm a Popo Nut man.
Could I take a look in the pond?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, Clementine's gonna like. He is like probably just gonna like look, put his hand in, but also like honestly, he might just stick his head in and like look and see if he can see anything down there. If that's Like,
Yeah.
she wants to like literally look in there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a 20 sided to like see what's up.
The 20-sider?
Yep.
Okay, making sure because you cut out for a second.
Oh, my bad.
Let's see.
I might have.
No, you're good. You're good. You're
Alright,
good.
So
6.
6. So you put your head under that water,
Mm-hmm.
and as you look around, you do see it at the bottom of this. Alright. So here's your tough choice. Either you see nothing, it's too cloudy, or you really stick yourself even further in. It gets to the point where like either Zacna or Irwin have to hold on to your ankles
Mm-hmm.
as you like search around. And it's not a very deep pond, maybe 12 feet in the center, but you see it
Mm-hmm.
just barely exposed above the bedrock. There is a pipe that is very slowly trickling some bubbles out of it.
Ah, okay. Cause yeah, I'm good with them holding me if they're okay with that.
Okay. Now you can reach it and like measure this out.
Yeah.
And here's your tough choice though. If that
Mhm.
happens, you are going to get. We're gonna flip a coin, and you're gonna see whether or not you got a boon from it, or you were cursed a little bit from this water.
Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that.
All right. So roll me 1d2. 1 is a curse. 2 is a boon.
Okay. Let's see. 1d2. Please. Oh no, I got
Ah.
cursed. It's always a 1. It's always a 1.
Mm.
I never see it as a 2. I'm
Hmm.
okay with that though. Consequences
I
of
think-
action.
Irwin, do you know how you just said that you taste through your skin and you don't like
Yes.
shaking people's hands? Clem goes from a subtly citrusy flavor to incredibly acidic. Like,
Oh no. And he is.
and like burns right through, like enough nerve pain that you have to like drop him.
Yeah, immediately. As soon as it even starts, it's like, ugh.
And Clem, you get dipped for the rest of the way in the pond. Oh, go ahead, Zach.
Zacna's still holding on, and he's probably strong enough to take up the slack.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so most likely Clem isn't getting dipped any further.
For sure, I'm down.
Okay.
You pull Clem out. You do like if if your hands are barehanded, Zacna, on your scales you see like what happens when skin starts peeling off of our hands. Not in a terrible way, but like you can feel it. It
Oh,
feels
like
like
a
the air
sunburn.
feels, yeah. The air feels a little bit too cold on those spots, like getting burned.
Mm.
I'll be fine.
Oh. Does Clementine feel any different? Like, what does he feel? Because I'm sure he notices.
You are
like,
you feel sweaty or like oily but acidic. But what if I meant acidic when I said oily, you know?
No. I know. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of how to explain it too. Because maybe like, what if like, because he normally is able to do that like at will. So like, what if like something happened to where like, yeah, now he's just constantly kind of maybe doing that. Kind of like when like it was like the heart thing, but like this time it's like, you know, maybe not as bad, but like, yeah, it's just kind of like, not. It's constant now. It's not good. Maybe he's oily now. He's acidic a little bit. Like, oh no. So like he'd notice. And he's like, oh no. Like, But I don't know what he'd be able to do about that because it's,
And you could. Do you think you packed one of those suits? Like we have rift suits in the sub. Like, and there's enough
mean,
for every character to have one.
Yeah, if we knew that we'd need them, or they're a thing that we were using before, I think we'd have those.
That would have been smart for me to ask if you guys had those
Yeah.
before you dipped your head in the water. But
can we ask
Live and learn.
I would have actually used that if I knew we had them.
Can we ask the farmer for some baking soda?
just, I was like, oh,
It's like,
of
I
course.
think I might need a little help.
Yeah,
It's like, I can't actually control this right now, and normally I can't. Sorry,
Oh man,
this is different.
yeah.
this is
Yeah,
hilarious. He goes into his like leads you all back into his barn if you all follow him, and
Yeah.
you, of course, see his still. So at least in some way, he's a bit of a chemist. But then you look over, and it breaks bad immediately.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And it's just a big old lab. No, they don't really like all of this being in Haven. What do you need? You need a non-alkali situation. What are we looking for?
Just a mild base. I was thinking baking
Oh.
soda. We could turn our friend
That
into a
sounds
volcano.
Yeah, acids kind of going nuts around outside. I have a problem right now. I normally can
Clement's
control
about
this, but
to
it's
chinchilla dust bath and baking soda. I need everybody to be on the same
Please.
page for this.
yes. Yeah, Coach was like, please, I need help. This is not normal for me.
Normally walking into a lab with somebody that's got an acid problem, you'd think that they'd have a very different set of circumstances, but
I mean, he literally drinks actual literal acids, so he's able to secrete acids. But they're leaking in a way.
Jeremiah,
that he can't control right
yo,
now.
me too.
Oh no, not what's your favorite?
Got a
kind
gallon of
citric
PCP.
acid?
Gallon?
That's a lot.
It's a gallon. That's just the whitest kid you know sketch.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how that one went. It's like, what happened to your family?
And it's just like, put him up for collateral.
Put them up for collateral.
Oh no.
But don't worry, Jeremiah, does not have a family. His true
Anymore.
love is anymore.
Really? Because I was pretty sure he had a brother, Jebediah.
Yeah.
Shit, did I use the wrong? Like, she's like, don't blow my cover.
Oh.
I'm in witness protection.
Clementine didn't hear
The
that.
information that I know can bring down the whole Thumb crew.
Oh.
But now's not the right time. But
Okay.
one day we'll strike back.
Mm.
It's kind of like a For the Motherland song going on in the background as a flag that you didn't see a moment ago ripples in the wind that doesn't exist here.
Clementine's like, oh, okay.
He's like, oh, anyway, we got this dust bath set up for you.
Thank you. Yes. Clementine's just gonna just do that. Try to coat himself a bit so he's not secreting.
Iskra, while all that's going on,
Does he foam up?
Oh, I has to, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even his regular foam at the mouth from excitement or anger. He is just like, this is weird. But does it feel better though? Does he feel like
You're getting oxy cleaned. It's right down to the core. Like you're getting up grit that you didn't know you had.
Your shirt has
interesting.
never been whiter.
Huh. Okay, and I feel like his innards, his insides would just feel clean because that just comes from him. So he's like, oh, this is interesting. This is a weird feeling. Okay, I'm clean.
Then the farmer puts you through the popo nut scrubber, and it's just like, here you go. And you get air blown out. It's just like a big floofy the rest of the game.
It's like, oh, this is nice.
Hey, what'd you do with the wood from that tree?
Sold it. The chest maker in Haven pays excellent money.
When about did you do that?
Oh, 2 days ago, right after it got all lippy with me.
2 days ago. Okay, I wonder if you started processing that yet.
Oh, I'm
Mm.
sure. He had to get started. Boxing Day's coming up.
Oh, oh. Yes. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Also, though, like, I saw that the pipe was leaking, right? Just to make sure,
Mhm.
and it was, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have, but just to make sure, yeah, I'll tell everybody, like, when I'm able to, about that. And Jeremiah, but yeah, there's a leaking pipe in the bottom of that the pond.
That's what's making my popo nut so big?
Yes,
Yes.
I assume so. That is what's making the pond green. Yes.
And you're a doctor, pointing to Iskra, and you said that I'm healthy after eating them. We're fine, right?
I mean, I didn't say that. I asked if
You
I
didn't say
said you
that we
were
weren't
having a
fine.
technical. I didn't say you were having an allergic reaction. I asked if you were having a magical reaction, which I still haven't gotten a clear answer to. We just know that you're not having any, like, you're not dying.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Maybe.
I hear that as a seal of approval to sell my popo nuts. Thank you all for visiting
That
my
is
farm.
not what I said, sir.
I think we should
I,
fix the leak.
I'm still
Or at least
waiting for an
make it safe.
answer.
Well,
on
I mean, if he sells them, we're increasing the sample size.
Yeah.
At
Oh
the
wait,
price of
no,
potentially
maybe
getting
not for
more
a sample.
and causing more reactions.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Because I mean, when it comes to science, it's all about statistical significance, and you need more participants, more like a greater sample size. That's how you get something good statistics, right?
Well, what happens when you introduce magic to a magical item? So if this popo nut is magically modified,
Mhm.
then what happens when you
Mm.
introduce it to more magic?
Yeah, something might happen. Not sure if it's good or bad, but yeah. It
That's a
would be
good
an
question.
interaction.
I would like to do two. I would like to do two things in front of this farmer. I want to give the popo nut. I want to try cooking it with my fire, and I want to throw another one into the pond.
When we go
Yeah.
back to the pond, Irwin still has that squirt gun that you can fill with anything, right?
Oh, sure does.
Oh.
Yeah. Can he fill it up with the pond
Yeah.
water?
Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
fun.
You got a squirt gun that just shoots raw magic.
That's neat.
All right.
It shoots raw magic. Like, you literally fire a magic missile.
I dipped my head in that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you got all acidy for it. I
Yeah,
dipped my
I
head in
mean-
that. Clem says, shaking out his mane. Just like,
It's like, oh, just puffy, like goofy girls.
it's like
Everything
pitching.
goofy.
I'm picturing
mane now.
Clem as like Fabio version of Clem
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
With
Like, so
long
maybe-
hair,
maybe it made
giant
his-
muscly.
Yeah, maybe it made his hair like grow out a little bit, his fur and his hair. He's just like,
Shirt shrunk in the
tail's already
wash,
really
can't wear the
poofy.
vest.
Yeah.
Stupid handsome Clementine.
He tries.
Oh, so first, who wants to roll Iskra's test on the coconut? On the cooking, the popo nut. This is not a test whether or not Iskra can cook it. It is just to see what happens when we cook it with magic.
Do you want anyone specific to roll or Iskra? Because I can if you don't.
Yeah, go. That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. It's the 1d20.
Yep, 1d20.
All right. Do I put the... Oh, nope, I'm sorry. It's a 5.
Okay. Iskra's warnings were quite well founded.
Yeah.
When you use magical abilities to cook the popo nut, are you doing it with electricity, Iskra? Is that how you're doing it? You basically like
I was gonna
microwaving
use fire.
it? Just fire.
Well, yeah, you either way, just the fire or electricity, whatever. We can microwave it. Yeah, let's microwave it.
That's what happens when you microwave a potato. It explodes. Again, this is the size of a beach ball.
Oof.
The crater we left in this man's farm is noticeable.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah, that's not good.
He pokes his head back out over the husks, like piles of husks, and he's just like, I mean, there's applications still? And he like turns his head slowly at his still, like terrified to move.
Hmm.
Apparently.
Have you been using these popo nuts for your podcast?
Not
Oh.
yet, this is the next batch. Like I've been
Oh,
doing it in waves.
Be careful with that. And I think we should seal that up. Points to the pond where the pipe would be. I don't think we should have any more of that. I mean, use what you have, but yeah, with caution. That's dangerous.
Alright. Who wants to roll the beach ball popo nut being rolled into the pond to see the reaction of that part
I'll
of it?
do it.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
17!
17. Woo.
So this, whatever this is, isn't particularly bad.
Mm,
I think Iskra,
action magic.
it works almost like a sponge.
Ooh.
Like
That's probably why.
The
it's so-
popo nut is like a sponge, like it
Yeah, the
absorbs the pond.
yeah, it's absorbing the magic out of it's absorbing the pond right up. It takes maybe like a half an hour or so, but eventually you get a popo nut that is now sitting. It is so big that it's filling the bottom of the pond,
Oh.
and like there is no water left in it. But also now you have a 2-story potato.
That could be a. Yeah.
But we know that microwaving it will make it explode, and
Well, let's not.
we would have our problem all over again.
I think actually
Yee. It could still be
it-
cooked, but not like that.
it could be cooked, or we could have our farmer friend here put it through the still, and let's see if we could just distill it into pure magical alcohol.
Oh,
I am
I
sure
feel
that
like
would
we
have
could- we
all
could-
kinds of fun applications.
I feel like there could be a mix of both, but like yeah, it'd be fun. There's so much popo nut. I feel like we could do both. If he's
All
up
right.
for it.
How do you help How do you help this guy get the giant popo nut out of the hole in the ground so that he can get it to his still? Like
How
I know
heavy
we're
is it?
strong. I don't think it is as heavy as what if a coconut was solid? Because instead of being like having the hollow
Right.
inside, it is as heavy and as hard as a potato,
Yeah.
but with the shell.
Well-
And it's 2 stories tall.
I mean, I felt like me and Zacna could try
Yeah.
get a grip on it, but and anyone else that would be able to help. I feel like we could do it.
I kind of feel like we should break it into pieces.
I mean, we could do that too. That'd make it easier. Like we already have to cut it up anyway to even use it.
But if
so,
it's,
like,
I mean, you risk leaking out some of the pond. Like if it's like a sponge and it's absorbed it, and you cut into it, then you're just gonna leak it out.
Oh, I mean, how
but
much
it's already
juice? How much juice
already-
leaks out of a potato when you cut it? Like only a little bit.
yeah, and plus like if it's in the pond, I feel like that's fine because it's gonna go back into the pond. The pond's kind of empty now, so like, and plus we actually though I feel like maybe we still have to get it out to like fix the pipe. I still want to fix it so it doesn't leak out anymore. But maybe that first. But, well, no, we gotta get it out because it's in a way. But yeah, like I feel like that's not that big of a deal. It just goes back to being the pond.
Hmm.
But I do feel like it'd be easier if we cut it up. Like I agree with that.
I think it's perfect. I think there's ways that everybody can just like roll it out here between like Zacna and like you do have your stuff. You could honey hammer stick it and then like use that as leverage to
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I got honey. I got all kind of sticky stuff actually because the honey hammer
I
it
got
also
my
has like
feather
the
hook.
marshmallow. I like got the
Then
honey.
I'm sorry. I take that one back.
Yeah.
What happens if the honey hammer's magic touches this thing?
True. That is magic.
Does it
I
drink the
wouldn't-
hammer or does it explode?
That's true, and I don't want to test it on one that big. Cause like, I mean, I feel like, cause yeah, like, I don't know if the honey from the honey hammer is inherent magic, but if I'm shaping it, it does have magic in it. Cause like, cause Clementine does tend to have like excess honey in its wheelbarrow, but I don't know if that honey is inherently magical because it just comes from the hammer.
I think it's magical
it
once
is-
you use it as a magical thing.
Yeah.
Like once you
so, like,
start controlling it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like only while it's being controlled. So like I think I could still use some honey. I just can't actually have it shaped, which would be fine if that's okay as an option. Because like I said, he does have some excess in the wheelbarrow, and that's kind of what it's for, just to be used. Because when he bakes the honey bars from like that honey, it's not really anything magical. It's just a so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I had an idea as well.
Yeah, shoot it.
We could combine the honey with the use of Zacna's feather hook.
Mm-hmm.
Create a
Help
kind
shape.
of crane mechanism.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's engine block this popo nut out of here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, Zacna, Clem, give me 2d20 each.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, nice.
I had a nat
Nice.
20.
I did see
Yeah,
the nat
nice.
20.
Yeah, you did. Woo.
And then got covered by Clem's fucking violent roll.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys lift this thing right out of it. You just with the use of the feather hook and the honey hammer, it is just a whole like engine block way of moving it. And you do no more damage at all to the pipe at the bottom of it. Iskra and Irwin, you can look into the now emptied out pond, and it is basically dry now, but with a small leak of a concentrated orange colored liquid straight out of the pipe.
There you
Can
go.
I heat the pipe up enough to start melting it and then like use my lightning to weld it shut?
Everybody's a welder, and I love it. Like, I definitely
Yay.
think Iskra took Akana's welding class.
Well,
Yes.
do we have any extra metal
Yeah.
around? Like maybe we should like slap a patch over it first instead of just heating directly the crack. Because what if you just increase the pressure and make it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, farmer guy. Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Also,
Out of all
Jebediah
of
one.
your Sure. Out of all of your equipment, do you have any extra pieces of metal laying around?
Oh, of course I do. He just like goes back into like his farm, opens a door, and you just see like very clean, very cut pipes, very organized stock rooms. It's just like, yep. I like to stock up just in case there's a problem with the lab. What are we looking for? And you do see everything that you would need to repair this. He's got different materials. He has a very good like welding set here as well. If you guys didn't have one, or if you weren't comfortable, you're all set.
What do you think, Irwin? What do you want to use?
Irwin grabs one of the like welding masks first and foremost. Being a giant eyeball, the arc flash is particularly dangerous to him, so he's going safety first on this one. But otherwise, I think. Well, is there any metal that's already like kind of curved to the shape of the pipe? Like just something that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's grab one of those then.
You know, if you had told me how much like usage of these stupid tokens I would be getting when I made them, I would not believe you.
Mm,
Very good.
Alright, yeah, Irwin and Iskra, you two just down there, like, fixing that problem. Well, these two are wheeling the biggest fucking popo nut we've ever seen. Absolutely full of magic, aiming to turn that into alcohol. Am I right with everything?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Yep.
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 Still want to eat some of it, but also I'll... Yes.
Sick. I will call this a success if we want. Like, we can all just move on. Like, there will be magical alcohol in the future. It takes a while to get through the still. You all you all accurately weld up this problem so the farm is not a leaking source anymore. But I'll give you each a d20. Whereas a single 1 or a single 20, wave it back and forth. Like a 20 means you got something even better out of it. Like the alcohol is ready right now.
I don't think I'm allowed to make any decisions when it comes to rolling.
I feel like that'd be fun to try.
So, sorry, did you say we all get to roll, or?
You all get to roll. If I see a 20, it's massively more successful, and you all get a lot. The Lockstitch crew is seen as heroes for the farm folk around Haven.
Oh.
All right, let's give it a go.
But if you roll a 1, something goes. That popo nut doesn't survive if you rolled a 1.
Okay.
Nor does this house, and maybe not that island.
Oh.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna leave this up to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I'm okay with
All right,
one.
112. All right. So far, we're good.
Okay,
Clem?
we've all-
I'll roll.
Okay,
Got a
16. Still, just all successful so far. There's a nat 20 though.
Hey!
Let's go.
Hey! Doing good.
Let's
Doing
go!
Okay.
Let's go, yeah.
Okay, Iskra. Who do you want to roll for you? Just in case we get a reap and sow situation.
I was gonna say, who hasn't rolled for Iskra yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Just like for
Hey!
the meme, it would have fucking killed me, but you know.
Yeah. We gotta know. We have to know.
This
Ooh, good.
stuff distills rapidly.
Oh, interesting.
Like you guys can just like see it rushing through all the pipes and just like instead of like dripping, it's basically like a soda fountain nozzle.
Mm.
What does anybody have a name for this stuff? For the magic
is it just
moonshine?
orange juice?
Is it
Magic Moonshine's pretty good.
Magic Dew?
Moonshinier.
Bobo Shine? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a holofoil joke.
Yeah, I don't know alcohol names.
I
so
mean-
I can't even parody anything.
Is it like
Gatorade
sparkly
is,
and orange?
Gatorade is pretty
Oh my
good.
God, Taterade. Yeah, it has to be
Gatorade.
Taterade.
Yes.
Taterade.
Yeah, I think
The
that's a
Got a
winner.
zing to it. Yeah.
This is
Love
you guys just
Gatorade.
invented like old style Four Loco, I think, by the way. It's just like it is hardcore. It is raw magic. There are 2 different groups selling magic drinks. We made just a juice out of it in the mountains on the other side with Nameless doing that. Nameless and Simmons just bottled it. You guys took it a step further, used it to grow a potato, then used the potato for booze. And here's what I think is great, Irwin and Iskra, while all of that is going on, you two manage to weld on like a little lever. Like, say you had the desire to grow really big popo nuts in the future, or to help this farmer out. All you would
Make more
have to do-
alcohol.
or make more alcohol, or grow something else in an incredibly magically infused area. You just come here and just pull this lever. You have access to it, you know exactly where it is, and you guys just got to install something. For science.
For science.
For
We've just got a little pure magic on tap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a farm in Haven.
This is it's a secret farm in Haven because this guy's on the witness protection list.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true. Secret. Interesting.
Definitely.
So we know.
Alrighty then.
That's one of those notes that's going to come back to haunt Alan later. Pure
It-
magic
I-
on tap on a secret farm in Haven.
Magic on tap.
I'm
Yep.
I'm writing it down in my Google Doc so I don't forget about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to use this in the future. Like,
Yeah,
even
that'd
if
be
it's
cool.
just like we have a laboratory here, like a satellite lab. Why
Mhm.
not?
Mm-hmm.
Can Irwin quickly just unload that squirt gun and then fill it up with, like, instead of being diluted with lake water, actually just straight magic?
Oh yeah, okay, absolutely.
Nice.
The gun just says level up.
Upgrade.
Yeah, now it's +1. All
That
right.
works just as
Also,
much.
like, is the issue with what I had? Is it lasting, or like, am I actually cursed, or
Oh no,
can I fix
you're
that?
you're perfectly fine after you took that
Okay.
baking soda bath.
Okay,
I
making
didn't,
sure.
I
Making
didn't
sure
think
that
we
was,
were gonna
like, that was
solve it
that.
immediately. Is the only
Okay.
problem.
Okay, making sure. I was like, good, making sure.
I thought it was going to be a problem throughout the rest of the game. You're going to shake hands with a fish. You were going to burn the fish, but then Irwin was just
Yeah,
like, cover him in baking soda.
Yeah, no,
Like
that
a
was
skunk.
good. Making sure, because Clementine would feel so bad. He's like, oh no, I can't give anybody hugs. So that's good.
I like the fact that most of our wizards use guns. It's like,
Yes.
you guys ever played the game Wizard with a Gun? That game was actually a fucking riot. Also, play
Mm.
Ravens Watch. It's cross-platform. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank you.
That's my spiel of playing Ravens Watch as much as I can.
Mm.
All right. So this place is taken care of. The magic goes back down to normal levels based on you guys' Patagon plushies. I will say that all of this moonshine does get detected as anomalous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Like
That it is.
Taterade doesn't belong in this world,
Oh.
but it's tasty.
Oh, I love Taterade. I want to
And,
take some
like,
to go.
Absolutely, he gives each one of you a case. Each one of you has 6 bottles of Taterade. To
Oh,
just
yeah.
like for Boxing Day, you have gifts for Boxing Day, of course, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, and he's just
And technically, we helped this gentleman out with a gift of his own.
Yeah.
absolutely
What?
like he's just like, don't worry, everybody's gonna know your names. He's like, I know, I got connections. He's just like, I might seem just like a lonely farmer, but I know a couple guys who know a couple guys who know the actual important people. But the first 2 guys aren't actually that useful. But anyway, it's just like going forward. He pins a little pitchfork to your what's that? To your
Well,
Lapel?
and he's just like, let the guards outside of Haven or in Outer Haven see that, and you'll be treated with the respect you deserve. Nobody's patting down your pockets, so as long as you don't carry it in the open, you can carry whatever you want.
Mm.
Just like, thank you all so much, and just like, whenever you all get around to setting up your lab, I'd love to work with you. I've got some ideas, like thinking about how we can tap that.
Mm-hmm.
huh. That's
I
Yeah.
do have another question of concern. Uh, what happens when we take this very magical alcohol and toast to adventure with it?
It's just,
Good question. You want to try it out?
Yeah, let's see.
I
He
mean,
gets
are
it.
any of us susceptible to adventure?
Adventure.
I know I've given into it
Roadrunner
recently.
says.
but
Oh yeah, I love adventure. If it's an option, adventure.
as this fucking farmer is getting so much screen time. He pulls out the bottle of moonshine. He starts like you each have small shot glasses in front of you. Standard glass, a hymnal glass, so still pretty. And he starts pouring them, and the shot glasses become silver chalices as he's pouring them. Just at the idea of toasting to adventure with this stuff.
Ooh.
I mean, now we have to, right?
Absolutely.
Please, yes.
For science.
For science.
For science. You
But-
gotta write it down.
But we have to follow it up with for adventure because we're not toasting to science.
Right, it's like
We're toasting for adventure.
to science,
Right, sure,
but
sure.
For adventure.
for adventure. Jeremiah's like, all right, I'm a fucking fish. Let's go.
Yeah.
He is
adventure.
clearly a gangster fish in witness protection, hiding from the thumb in Dactyloid outside of Haven, starting a moonshine business with these 4, apparently. Didn't see it coming at the beginning of the game. Gonna admit that. As the clink hits the air, as soon as all of your goblets touch each other at the exact same time, all 4 of you, your next roll is just 13.
Nice.
Oh, hey, that automatically kicks in, and depending on what the circumstance is, that kicks in my Helmech.
Absolutely. It's like, you don't have to summon it with this 13 though, but whatever it is, it will count as a it'll count as a crit of its own, but in an adventurous way to get it, you just do something a little bit further, a little bit extra.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly Soki's just like doing whatever mission Soki's doing on the sub, like they're all going as fast as they can to reach Plum Bob in time. All of a sudden, like Goblet shows up next to him, and also he feels the toast.
Nice.
Irwin drinks the same way, like just puts his fucking not thumb in the cup.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it just sort of
Thank
diffuses into him.
Nice.
Or for comedic effect, it makes like like the straw noise.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I
So
hate
slow.
that.
Functional.
It really dehydrates you though. Like this is just like straight alcohol.
Mm.
We need a Visine now. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting lost in it.
Okay.
I think Jeremiah has to become like a cadet. Like if we're gonna build a satellite base on his island to do magical research,
Mm-hmm.
and he's already selling stuff with the crew, like I'm just gonna add this dude to my list of cadets.
Woo.
He's not a kid in any way. Like I'm thinking, like imagine
does
like
that risk? Does that put him at risk? Because he's at witness protection. Now his name's on a list.
oh no, I don't think so. I think we can protect him. We
Yeah.
can
Yeah, I
be
think
his
so.
witness
I think we can
It's,
protection.
it's another layer
Yeah.
of protection.
I agree. I think it is another layer. Yeah.
This is about to be the most
we got
secure fish in the entire realm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd protect him. Let's go. Yeah.
Like I'm face casting this guy as Robert De Niro. It's just so we're all like clear where he's landing for me, and not like young Robert De Niro.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like he's had a whole life, and now he's just like, yeah, I'm getting into adventure. I never thought about adventure, but just like something about this drink, ooh, it tastes real good. So you say it's like I got a boat over here if we want to go to Haven. It's like I gotta pack up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you
Sounds
interested on who I sold the wood to? I'll show you. We can introduce you. I'll say my goodbyes.
Okay. Yeah.
It just fucking says Jeremiah joins the party at the bottom of the screen.
Nice.
You get the little victory fanfare.
Yeah, little jingle.
We need like jingles that we apparently need. Somebody joins the party is a jingle that we need.
Yeah, I think it would be fun if we got jingle. Actually, yes, that's a good idea.
Found a magic item. Somebody joined the party.
Yeah, that's fun.
And chat, keep making this list. I like this. So, he has a boat. I was concerned of how we're gonna get across, but he had a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And you show up to the beach of Haven, and it is very resort in the Mediterranean vibes. Like all of the buildings, they look nice and white, but the closer you get to it, you can tell that they're not painted. They are all covered with seashells to make those colors.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It is a cool town, Jeremiah says. He's like, what do I need if I'm going to join Lockstitch? What do I need as an adventurer? Like, I've got money. It's like, don't worry, I got money. Wink, wink. What am I looking for? Like, do I need a gun? A sword? Armor? How much adventure am I supposed to be on? Do I need notebooks? I see you writing down stuff. Should I have been a
in my
doctor?
In my experience, adventure found me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just kind of like show up and do it your own way. I don't think there's like
Yeah.
a set.
Yep.
Like you have to
Yeah.
follow a formula. No.
Mm-hmm.
Just do what feels right.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Yeah, I just
me,
kind of
what
go with the
felt
flow of
right
things.
was suggesting we start distilling magical alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. You're probably not drunk, but you are all adventurous.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, every silly idea seems like it can work, and the world is gonna kind of try to make it work.
Ooh.
But as Jeremiah just like starts walking right into Haven, like leaves the beach. You guys don't see a ton of people on the beach right now.
Mm.
well, it is winter,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Does Haven get cold winters? Or just cooler winters? Yeah, I think
Can
it
be.
does now. It didn't used to.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, 'cause I
Well,
feel
it
like
could also
Cisco
just
keeps
be
me
that
chilly.
the citizens all just kind of agree that you don't go to the beach during the winter.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like it's like tropical kind of weather, so
Yeah.
still gets cold, but it's
It's
not.
just tourists on the beach.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that on the beach right there?
Tourists? What-
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
none of yeah.
Like none
Like
of
they
the
wouldn't
locals
know.
go to the beach; it's only the tourists.
Yeah, because they wouldn't normally know, but people that live here are like, yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
You do see some people standing around, and they are not moving very much. And they
Oh.
do this and from a distance, and they're in the market sector of it. Okay, one quick second so I can set up tokens.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when Roll20 wants to give me lip, and I realize it's because I left the jump gate on,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
that it's like in the beta. Okay, now I've got it. All right, this is gonna be dumb. As you walk, I'll put Jeremiah on the screen. As you walk through the section that is the open air market of Haven, and Jeremiah is like going up to places. He's just like, "Oh, I would like to," but am I a great sword user? I don't know why anybody would use a sword when a great sword is an option. It's right in the name. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at Zacna and he's just like, "What kind of weapon do you prefer?"
Well, depends on the threat. Up close and personal, I prefer a sword. While from afar, for nothing better than a heavy machine gun.
I was thinking I want to be more like classical, you know, maybe a big giant warhammer. And
Well, what about?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what about that pitchfork trident kind of thing you had there? Maybe you seem like a
Yeah.
pole arm guy to me.
Pole arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And he just starts looking around. At this point, it is clear that people are wearing wooden chests on their heads. and they are standing very still, but if the keyhole is the eye, they are all staying focused directly on you. And not like you as a person, but you as a group. You can tell that they are looking at all of you at the same time. Are you looking for wares? They all say at the same time.
You said you sold the wood to the chest maker, right?
Yeah, yeah. Bartleby, the chest maker.
Bartleby. Okay. I think we may be seeing what he did with it.
Fashion statements? I don't get it. Peer pressure,
Yeah,
though.
to each their own, I guess.
We are having a sale on it in the inside of the store. Won't you join us?
A sale? What's on sale?
Everything.
Everything.
We are doing secret box lottery.
Huh.
You can win up to $90 in value.
Ooh. It's very tempting, very tempting. What do you think, Marty?
Are we drunk enough on adventure to want to take him up on this offer, or are we sober enough to know that we should be looking elsewhere?
You know what?
Oh.
He moves to the side and motions his arm into it. He has he is a crab man, and he points in there with his claw. On the walls, you all see, each one of you see your stereotypical fantasy weapon of your dreams, that you would see in a Bud K catalog, though, because they have to sell these as decoration, because in Haven you can't have weapons. So all of these are decorative, but when you say it, you have to legally use the air quotes.
Right. It's like the brass knuckle paperweights.
Yeah, paperweights, of course.
Right.
Like a back massager.
Mm-hmm.
Or personal massager, sorry. It's Crud K, but it's all in there. And let me tell you, it's like if you grew up loving Conan and you saw the authentic Conan sword, or even worse than that, it's like you love Devil May Cry and the fucking rebellions on the wall, or the Sword of Sparta, any of those absolute ridiculous things.
The Yamato would be very
the
interesting.
Yamato. But not just the Yamato, but it's got the whole arm Nero's whole arm thing too. All of it's connected. That's how extra this shop is.
Oh, I love that.
And this guy really wants you to come in.
I mean, I feel like Clementine would know, but he'd still want to see. Also just with caution, also be hey, as investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clearly suspicious, but kind of irresistible. I think we should just.
I just want to find out what's going on, and I feel like the best way to find out is to go in.
Yeah, that is the scientific method, right?
Yeah.
We're very very sciencey this outing here. So I think keep going.
As long as there's safe observation, then yeah, I'm willing to volunteer and do it. I want to try it out, see what happens.
Jeremiah just is hey, is that a halberd? And walks right into the store.
Follows him in.
Yeah, Irwin's going with him.
Yeah.
Zacna will go as well.
Welcome. Is it welcome? welcome. We have many great prizes. Might I interest you in a box?
What's in the
Free.
box?
It's a free box.
Free box.
We are giving free boxes to all of our shoppers.
Ah.
Why?
Boxing Day. Jeremiah's Boxing Day is coming up.
I mean, that does make
Yeah,
sense.
that does make sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
What's the catch?
It's like, no catch, you just have to try it on in the store so that you can say you got it here.
I feel like that's the catch.
I mean, it does kind of make sense, but I think let's go back to using abilities. Can I just use Magic Eye on it and look at what the box does? I haven't used an ability in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah. Clement's not gonna try on a box. He knows better.
I'm waiting for my Roll20 to load.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So as you look at the box they are handing you, you see it, the fact that it is slowly breathing. And then its eyes start to open slowly and look around, and then looks directly at you and sees the fact that you are looking at it and lunges at you.
Oh.
Whip out that magic squirt pistol. Let's just see what this baby can do.
Nice.
Let's see if Irwin's the fastest draw in the West or whatever.
Absolutely. You have a 13, and you just... It's like firing silver bullets, Irwin.
Ooh.
And you can, like, are you aiming to kill? Like, you could fire like 3 shots immediately, hit all 3 of those eyes if you wanted to.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking. I think that's the most adventurous thing to do, and we're doing this to adventure. So
To adventure.
yeah, it's like Han Solo shot first, but it's Irwin.
And the chest falls and like falls apart, tongue lolling out of the side of its mouth. And has anybody else, just to be clear, have we all seen They Live?
Nope.
Well, They Live is about aliens taking over the world, and they're pretending to be people, but when one
Right.
of them is outed, they all just point and scream. All of the boxes in the area are pointing and screaming at you all.
Well, that's a little dramatic.
I wanna, like, can I do something silly?
Yeah, of course.
I wanna take a really, really acidic lemon bar and just throw it in one of their throats in their mouth while they're screaming. Like, I just wanna do that. I just wanna make it very, very acidic and just throw it at them and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 2 20-siders.
Okay. I just really want to do that. There we go. What happened? Oh, okay.
14 does it.
Yeah.
Like, it hits the back of one of them as it's like doing a scream that sounds like rusty hinges opening very slowly. And like you hit it and it just starts coughing, and you just like lemony bubbles start like coming out of its mouth.
Oh.
and then it gets lifted off of this crab's head.
Ah.
And the crab just starts screaming, "Oh, help! Help me!" As it's like, you see the little legs coming out from underneath it, but the legs have like hands on them, and it's grabbing his ears and trying to pull itself back onto its head.
Zacna's gonna intervene for this one,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna use that 13 as basically he morphs his hand into and his arm into his Helmech's arm and just grabs it. And grabs the mimic and yanks it away.
Yeah, absolutely. The mimic is just like eyes watering because it just had acid thrown in the back of its throat and has been ripped off of its host body. And this is the Crud K manager, looks around at everybody. He's just like, "Thank you, help me!" And he just like looks at the mimics and he's just like throwing things at it. It's a panicked attack, but I do think it's an attack. Okay, it's a 14. I was wondering if that was I thought it was a 20.
You look like a 20, but it's a 14.
Yeah.
You just stuck in this mimic, doing no real harm, but in the mimic, in the back, is just like a ninja star and a tomahawk, and then like it looks like it is a it's Patagon plushie, but what if they made a knife out of Patagon? So it's just a penguin with a bunch of edges.
Oh, spiky penguin.
He's not getting paid for this one. Crud K does not pay inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't kill him, but it did get the mimic's attention. The mimic is heading towards him right now. This one's dead. Zacna is holding this one. It is in a bad situation. So there's one mimic left heading towards the Crud K manager.
I kind of think we should let Jeremiah get this one.
Yeah.
Ah, sick.
Can we
Oh,
toss
yeah.
him a halberd? See, because that's what he came in here looking for.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs the halberd, and you see, like he snatches it out of the air. You see the 13 come over him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like his flowing orange mane that he doesn't know is orange. Like as just like locks behind him. His overalls has fallen in such a way that it looks like the strap across Conan's chest. As he grabs his halberd and he leaps into the air and slams it down and pins the mimic's mouth shut, and then it pins it to the ground.
Very good. How you liking
Suddenly
your first
rep-
adventure, buddy?
Yeah.
Nika said she doesn't think he's cut out for it. That'd be hilarious. Oh, he ends it, and he looks so epic, and he turns and looks at you. He's just in tears. He's scared.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think he honestly had a great time.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I'm an adventurer.
Yeah. Sometimes giving him a thumbs up. It's like, yeah, adventure.
It's deputize this guy. Zacna, you are still holding on to one mimic. We still have the manager in the place. He's terrified, but he's awake enough to fight back. So
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. Zacna's probably able to finish this one off.
oh, absolutely, you can just crush it in your hand.
Yeah, or I could just toss it and spear it.
That also
claws
that
of the
too, yeah.
neck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You speared it to the wall, you said? Or to the floor?
To the wall.
Quickly, you guys can look outside and see that nobody else, like, none of the other mimics seem to have heard this. Like, you are in an enclosed area. Jeremiah is just, like, pulling his halberd out and, like, wiping it down. He's like, I'll take this. Is this what shopping's like every day with you guys?
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
Pretty much.
Card K manager, which probably needs a name, but here we are. It's just like, oh, they have it. Lockstitch. Did they send out? I didn't think anybody was able to get help. A message out for help. We are dearly in need of it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a little fib here and try to undo the damage, some of the damage we did to Phoebe's reputation back in the day. And I want to say, Irwin says that Phoebe is the one who sent for help.
Phoebe. Oh, God bless him. He's really trying to turn his life around. He got in with the wrong crowd. But excellent. Just like, so you all know how to kill these things? Excellent. Like, you guys got this under control? You guys know what
you want us to?
I would love you to have this under control. He motions to his assorted wares around the room. By all means, take any of my decorations.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if I can use my spyglasses to look to see if any of the items are, any of the decorations are actually magical in nature.
Oh, they absolutely all are. They all absolutely are exactly what you want them to be, legally distinct. But they will probably break during this game.
Okay.
But they will do what you want them to do. Unless you roll 20s, these things break. You look epic doing it, but unless you roll a 20, it will break.
Yeah. I kind of got the idea for something silly, and it kind of is in the nature of what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we mentioned, like, the
What'd you find at the anime con?
Yeah, I kind of do want, like, a, like, legally distinct Devil Trigger, like, gauntlet that he would probably put on his same arm that has the, like, the claws in it, so then he can, like, combine and use them together. It's like, yeah, this is... So... I want something like that.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I'm actually trying to think of something.
20. I'm gonna break it. Well.
Because I know Zacna would probably want something to hang on the wall back home as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I know
He
what my
picks
second
up
choice would've
the
been.
copy of Yamato.
Yeah, I'm about to say that would be my second choice. Fuck yeah. Yeah, good choice. Very cool.
Legally distinct Yamato.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tamato.
yeah, true. I mean, me say, like...
Tomato.
This
No,
thing should actually look...
The
as well
red
as
blade tomato.
As well as
Could be,
the...
like, that's another Japanese name.
The weapon's called Beowulf.
Oh, Beowulf, yeah.
Oh, the gauntlets?
Yeah.
So you and Clem both grabbed gauntlets.
Yeah, I believe granted, the only one of the DMC games that I've played is 4.
I've only played the first one, but I've seen like all of them.
Oh, okay. So the gauntlets. They have feet and gauntlets. Okay, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, of course. Legally distinct.
Yeah. Legally distinct. I got the double trigger. You got like that's all. Like
Yeah, it's just like these.
this is the DMC decoration store.
Oh, the
No.
weapon that I was thinking of is actually called Gilgamesh.
Ah, Gilgamesh. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah. It should actually look
You
pretty
have-
good on my base and on my wall.
Yeah, okay, yeah. They're the same ones basically. One's Virgil and
Yeah.
one's yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Any legally distinct lightsabers laying around?
Absolutely, but it has to be one of the extra ones. Like
Mhm.
the ones that are so extra, so not
Like the purple one?
not just the purple one, but like,
Like
the
the
Sith
Inquisitor-
ones that
Yes.
Like the
spin.
Darksaber?
Yeah, the Sith Inquisitor.
Oh yeah.
where- Yeah, that's pretty good.
With like the Inquisitor's lightsaber, or that one character whose lightsaber was a fucking umbrella for some reason.
Mhm.
Or the one where I think there's like a character who's got like a lightsaber whip, which just seems all kinds of dangerous.
That's cool
There's-
though. I like
There's
that.
also
Yep,
a
yep, that's it.
lightsaber pike.
Cool shit. We got some cool shit.
Wait, so which lightsaber did we go with?
I think we're gonna go with the whip.
All right, Ivy from SoulCal. All right.
Mhm.
I think it would be what would be like funny for a giant eyeball.
What is
I
it?
have a Ciliate. I don't know.
Cyclops' fucking
Cyclops' visor. It was like one of
Oh.
them, but also like
Yeah.
the exploding man's like the guy who could explode things with his combustion man from Avatar.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
also
yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's also good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
maybe
just
just
like-
like a legally distinct fusion of the two. Like that's what makes it legally
Mhm.
distinct.
Oh, okay, yeah, legally distinct.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
it's actually a Naruto headband that does it.
Yeah. Just a headband. What a silk piece or metal piece.
Yeah, it's a headband. It's a Naruto headband with the symbol from the exploding man from Avatar, but it shoots a red beam like Cyclops.
Good amalgamation.
Absolutely great. So
And
and
sorry, the one thing that makes it really funny is that because it's a headband and the way that Irwin's anatomy is that it's more like a blindfold. So he can fire it, but he can't aim.
it's gonna be great because we. All right.
I suppose you could wear it as like a neckband or something.
This is so dumb.
Mhm.
Okay, so you all can look outside the windows and you see the fact that every person that you see out there has a box covering their head. Every single person.
Oh, that's very problematic.
I want to just be clear about the zombie apocalypse implications vibes going on out there, but instead, like the pod people situation. They are not actively hostile right now, but they will be trying to get boxes on your head.
How did he make so many boxes if he only had the wood for like 2 days? I think we should go to the chest maker's shop and just see what the situation is there. 'Cause maybe it's more important to like stem the flow and then fix the rest.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to Bartleby's. Okay. Well, I've had some good news and some bad news. The good news is I know how to get there. Like, the bad news is it's one of the most infested parts of town. That's where they started showing up down there in the workman and the crafters alley.
Could we could we use the dead mimics as a disguise?
That sounds so great. Absolutely. Okay. Just me trying to figure out how to like motion the mimics around.
I mean, that's a pretty ingenious idea, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody have like the disguise ability by any chance?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, 1000%. Zacna, put some mimic corpses on your friends. All right, give me. You're easily rolling 2d20 for this. Because of you having the disguise ability, 3 of them get done. Like, you are able to take the 3 corpses and turn them into disguises, no problem. But there are 5 of you. If you roll successfully, out of the like some leftover parts, we can make 2 more. A tough choice, you're only going to be able to make 1 more. In a 20, we'll give them a cool ability or something.
Well, here goes.
13 is so funny.
And then an
Huh.
18.
Nice.
Double success.
Absolutely. So it is just done. Like, you definitely feel like you hear the Tomb Squad music playing in the background. It was just playing on the radio of this shop. So yeah, I'm gonna put little mimic heads on all of you. Congratulations.
Mimic heads.
I have not successfully been able to use that ability. And this is the first time I've gotten to use it with a success.
You all 100%. You 100% do not look the part. I need that to be made completely clear. If me, human real world Alan, looked at you, I would see a dragon man wearing the corpse of a mimic and I would not be fooled.
But it
But-
should be enough to fool the mimics.
It's definitely enough to fool the mimics. Also, I don't think their tongues are slimy. I think they feel like the bottom of a ring box or a jewelry box. That weird felt.
I think that might actually be worse.
It's all up in your eye. It's
Or
so
an eyeball.
squishy. Oh man, this is a terrible disguise spot for you. But so we're heading to Bartleby's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Got it.
I guess.
The streets are lined with people. Each of them staring blankly. Right now, their eyes or their keyholes are not on you. This is Bartleby's wood shop. Bartleby's boxes. I wish I could suddenly think of a jingle for Bartleby's boxes. How do we
mean-
proceed?
The jingle could be like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody is gonna get this besides me, but like I remember being a kid and always hearing the Sleep Country Canada ads, and the jingle was Sleep Country Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? But I feel like we should do something like that, but with like boxes.
Hmm.
Or is it like
Flip,
Folgers in your
that's
pockets
so
just
hard.
Trying to think of the words.
Oh shit, where's Jeremiah?
Oh yeah, I kind of have a little bit of a. Can't. Too nervous.
Jeremiah,
The proper
very,
purple?
very new to adventuring. His very first
Oh.
adventure,
Yeah.
other than going into witness protection. She's like, all right, everybody, what's up? All right. I got a mimic on my head. I didn't know that these things actually existed. Like, I thought when the tree was talking to me, it was just like I was a little bit weird. But that's cool, that's cool. I'm here now. And he's holding his halberd. I'm here now.
Yeah.
What's the game plan?
I think we gotta get in there. But
Okay.
I mean, how many are there?
yeah, there's quite a bit.
I'd definitely say there are
If-
8 active
Mhm.
mimics right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I see 8.
I mean, I could try to freeze all of the locks closed so they couldn't open. Or, I mean, we are wearing a disguise. We could just try to walk through first.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
walking through first is probably like lower risk because like if we attack, I think it's like, oh, the disguise is just ruined. I think we
Yeah,
just,
we're giving ourselves away.
Yeah.
We can just kind of try to walk
All right.
discreetly.
Now, please, how do you walk like a mimic?
I'd be very stiff.
Yeah, that sounds.
Iskra would
mimic.
fall to the. Sorry, go ahead, Zacna.
Stiff movement does sound like somebody infested. What somebody infested by a mimic would move like.
Yeah, Iskra, having no idea what a mimic is, or having seen one, would fall to the ground and start, like, crawling like the girl from The Ring. Like, contorting very rigidly on the ground, crawling.
Yeah, I mean, oh shit. Alright, what if our mimics are just terrifying? Cool.
Irwin being kind of gelatinous in nature, like because his tendrils, like he only shapes himself like a person to make people comfortable. I think he's gonna go for like a similar vibe, but he's just gonna be like, he's gonna look like an octopus dragging himself along the ground, but just like fleshy
Ooh.
tendrils instead.
Oh, like Octodad.
Yeah.
That's interesting, neat.
Okay. You all realize that is how the mimics are gonna move now, right? Like, when you say that shit, I have to make that how the mimics move now. Alright, Zacna and Clem. Clearly the mimics move in the most unhinged way your body can.
Yeah, I feel like
How
Clementine
do
could
you-
do that too.
How do you crab walk your way into this place?
He's seen how his sister fucking moves. He'll copy that. He'll be all contorted and weird and move around, all like jangly, jingly, weird ass like what's the word? Like I want to say stuttery, but no, just very jank. like he's
I
having a seizure,
imagine-
but he's not. He's fine.
I imagine Zacna could probably imitate that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, get into the disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah cracks his neck. And he's just like, I got this, guys. And he just starts thrillering his way through it.
Yeah.
Yes.
With style. He's got it.
I don't think there's a die to roll there for me. Like, maybe I can roll, but I just think all the other mimics now they're all actively looking at you. It's just like important business. Important business. Like, no. Like, the creepy walking. The creep walking.
Creep walking.
Mimics confirmed are from Sonnery now. They just ended
Oh,
up
that'd be
here.
neat. Yeah. I think that's fun.
All right. All five of you, including him, like, Iskra led the way with just being creepy. Irwin is, in fact, really creepy. Clem and Zacna can play the part when asked.
Yeah, Clementine's very adaptive. He can do it. That's just his
Yep.
thing.
So you see, like, I don't think right away, like, you are, like, right on him, but you see chests in every conceivable shape
Oh.
all around you. You see a chest that looks exactly like a door. It's just like, that. Then you see big chests, small chests, like a chest big enough to put a house in.
Mm.
And you see one very little, like maybe a child fish kid, fish boy, standing on top of the chests. In his hand is a planing thing. You know how you plane the wood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's got that pointed at his own heart in one of his hands, and in the other hand he is motioning towards somebody as the chest is like opening and closing as he is shouting, work faster, work faster. And there is a full-grown fish man, like middle age, wearing a flannel shirt, calloused hands from all of those days in the wood shop, doing working as fast as he can to make as many wooden chests that he can. And he is using a very particular kind of wood. Also, because you all rolled such successes, you can hear the fact that all of the chests around you are mimics, and they are breathing.
Oh. All of them?
All of them. Every chest you
Oh.
see, including the door chest. And the
Well,
chest that's big enough to fit 2 houses.
Okay. Hmm.
I haven't gotten to use my 13 yet, and I didn't get to do anything with the chests in the last room.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I think I want to do something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
And extravagant because adventure.
Mhm.
Adventure.
I'm going to use Pim's necklace to do Wind's Cloak and envelop myself in a gust of wind. And then I'm with my lightning and fire, I'm going to create a tornado with it, with myself at the center. And I'm going to use my ice skating abilities with the ice to move myself as this fire lightning tornado to hit all of the chests and light them on fire and seal them closed with the lightning.
Oh, we avataring.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
1,000%. Start doing that, and you start hitting the things, and like the door mimics begins to open just in time for you to crash into him. And as a whole room is engulfed in this massive tornado, you all hear mimics screaming, which sounds like rusty hinges, going very slowly. But this time, both times in excruciating pain, as they burn to death, as the magic takes over them. Iskra, the same as the popo nuts. If you cook something that charged with magic, they all just start exploding around you. It's like a fireworks factory in here.
Out of the tornado, it's just spewing mimic guts.
All the splinters.
Right. That is an adventurous roll for Iskra. Irwin, Clem, and Zacna, they start exploding. How do you defend yourselves? Like here's what the moment looks like. Iskra is hitting all of them, taking them out. You have no doubt that she's got that handled. The one unforeseen bit is they start expanding with all of that magic, and they start exploding.
Honestly, I think Irwin's gonna make a blind rush to grab whatever wood is left from the magic tree, because that might be useful later.
Mm.
It's just like, yeah, screw my own safety. What if I want to do magical wood shop later?
Nice, yeah.
Let's see. What do I have that can help me out? And help Clem and Irwin as well.
Mm.
I'm kind of picturing, that like one Pirates of the Caribbean bit where the ship is exploding and the captain's just kind of like walking casually through, like as there's just splinters flying behind him. It's a bit like that, but
At least you're wearing a mimic head, because now I don't have to get the idea of like shards of wood getting slammed into your head.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got protection.
remember, kids, always wear protection.
Oh,
Yeah.
this might be the first opportunity that I can actually use Crystal Rush.
Oh. Maybe you can do that. I can do that too.
Yeah, because we've got... I believe both Clem and I have Crystal Rush.
Yeah.
So we could probably use that to get out.
Well, yeah, I would just evade the splinters and the attack, just kind of like
Yeah.
waltz out of the way. Yeah.
Clem's got ultra instinct.
Yeah.
Clem's hair dried like Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the real
Jump in
effect of
pain.
it being all fluffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ultra
Zacna
instinct,
would
like
just
this.
bullet jump like out of Warframe.
Yeah,
Sometimes run around like he's dancing, Ultra Instinct style.
You two, for sure, have 2 actions while Iskra is bouncing around, like, the room, just, like, XP farming all of these mimics.
Mhm.
Like, while that's happening, Irwin's just, like, slowly, casually walking across the room to get, like, to look at this craftsman's wood and, like, protect it from the explosions.
Mhm.
Because, like, what if it's a chain reaction? What if when you hit one, if that one's close enough to another one, you actually hit that? No, because then when the one explodes, it blows up the next and the next.
Mhm, mhm.
Really,
Mhm.
everybody, play Raven's Watch if you can. It's quite good. But what, like, so Zacna and Clem, you two can move out of the way. You're safe. Like, Iskra is also safe because she is inside the bubble of it. So Iskra, it will be protected. Irwin's going for the wood. There is a child with a box on their head that also has a tool to their heart. And there is a older craftsman that is working on making more boxes. The boxes right next to him are also about to explode. It probably won't kill him, but it will hurt him. And then there's the kid with the mimic on its head.
Mhm.
Hmm. Trying to think. Is there any like bits of the wood, like a sturdy branch or something that looks like it could be used as like a wizard staff?
Roll me 2 20-siders. Yes, there is 1000% a branch that looks exactly like what you consider the iconic wizard staff.
All right. Irwin's gonna grab it and he's gonna do like the whole Gandalf, like, you shall not pass, and just like slam it into the ground, but it's not blocking like any particular entity from like getting close by, but just more trying to like keep the explosions off of uh Mimic Kid and presumably Bartleby the craftsman.
Bartleby the craftsman.
Mhm.
Bartleby's boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to keep them from getting blown up.
Yeah, absolutely. You slam that into the ground and like you catch the debris field that would have had to have been like slow motion ran through by
Mhm.
Clem and Zacna. You just knock it all out of the air, Matrix style. It all freezes, then falls. But the mimics all around this room are slowly exploding one by one, Zacna and Clem. So they're not at threat from the shrapnel. They are at threat from the mimics dying.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Also, we have to add wizard staff to to Irwin's items now.
Yay.
So
Sick.
yeah, one half wizard, one half cowboy with the water gun.
Nice.
I'm just gonna turn you into a wizard with a gun character.
Ideal.
I love that.
All
That
right,
would
Zach.
be freaking awesome.
It'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Because we already have a sniper sorcerer, and sniper wizard from Isaac. So Isaac and Irwin both being like gun spell adjacent, but in very distinct ways.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zacna and
Legally
Clem.
distinct, even.
So I think, what does it look like when you hit these chests, Iskra? Are you just like letting the force around you bounce them around, or are you actively attacking them?
It would it would look more like an active attack, like, but picking them up into a tornado of fire and lightning.
Excellent. Okay. For a second, I was picturing it very pinball-like, but like it's
Oh
better if
no!
you are just ice.
So like I've created a tiny little tornado in this room, and it's picking up just specifically the chest,
Absolutely.
but it is of fire and lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to be at the center of it because of the wind's cloak.
Absolutely. So like that's going on all around. Jeremiah is prepping. I'm not sure. He's gonna do whatever needs to be done at the end. But all in this like moment. All of this has just happened in less than 5 seconds. Iskra started doing the tornado. Irwin grabbed up a stick and like shielded Bartleby and his son. Zacna and Clem do what?
Hmm. Because like that's still a mimic on his head, right? Like,
That is a
Oh.
mimic on this one's head, yeah.
yeah, I want to help with that. I want to get that off. I mean, could I do something to try and do that, or?
Yeah, for sure. You've got 2 actions here because of the
Okay.
fact that you have Crystal Rush.
Yeah, I wanna do the, I wanna take a vial of acid and just pour it in his little keyhole, and be like, bottoms up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so give me 120 so that just like you snap, rush right to it,
Yeah.
grab and just like pour it in there.
Yeah.
Is
Or
the
I could
idea
do it
that
a
you
different way, but
is it because are you just so fast?
yeah, I feel like reflexively he's gonna like like sidestep and just kind of like just kind of sleight of hand, just kind of take a vial out of his thing and just. Bloop.
Yeah, for sure. Give me those 2 20-siders.
Oh, 2? Okay. 17 and a 14.
That's a full success.
Yeah.
As like it opens its mouth and just starts coughing. You can also hear the person underneath coughing back as well.
Mm-hmm.
We know the acid does detach them, at least for a second.
Yeah,
It is
we're trying to detach it. Not
the kid
really,
is like reaching it up. It is still right here though. You have another action though.
Yeah, I want to uppercut it off his head.
I do love an
With-
uppercut.
Yeah, with the gauntlet in my claws, just kind of just punch.
For sure.
Claws out, like double breaker, just all combo hit.
Give me 2d20.
Okay. See how this goes. Okay. Yeah, 19 and 2.
You annihilate this thing with an uppercut. Like, when you hit it, it definitely makes the like gold flying everywhere, like the sonic rings noise.
Ooh, yeah. Good jingles. Jingle jingle.
It's about to be like, but no, I'm the master, and like you just break its jaw, like you just unhinge this mimic. It
Good hit.
crushes itself to the ground and then falls. And this guy immediately runs like and Bartleby grabs his son and like looks around. They are in the center of all of these mimics caught in tornadoes. Zacna, it is like a hurricane scene, or it's like that scene in the new Superman where Superman's dad gives him the thumbs up and he's good to be attacked by good to be murdered by that tornado.
Well, it's Zacna time.
Yeah.
He's basically gonna bullet jump in, grab Bartleby and his kid, and bullet jump out.
You guys, are you all still wearing your mimic masks? I need to
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we took it off from the chaos yet.
We don't need to. Like Lynch will take them off. Like I'm still
This
wearing
guy just thinks a mimic civil war has broken out. Bartleby and his son, Bartlebro, have no idea what's going on.
them.
Should I roll to see how well I do?
Of course. Yeah, give me 2d20.
19 and an 8.
Amazingly, despite the fact they have no idea that you're there to save them.
It's just like, don't worry, I'm a professional.
Professional what?
Hero.
Adventurers.
Cape
Adventure.
floating. Jeremiah's just like, adventures! Alright. So you got him. And yeah, I mean, but that's a 20. You got him out. This place, I need everybody needed to be very clear. The mimics outside are all dying and falling off of the heads of the people outside of this room. Like, you killed the master mimic without him being able to monologue. I'm not mad. I regret the amount of time I spent writing the monologue.
No.
I guess. Oh.
It's fine. We set the room on fire.
Yeah, so gotta.
It's a Lockstitch special. Like, there's something important in here. We burn it down.
Yeah, we kind of went in guns blazing there.
Yeah, we did. I mean, I saw.
I was
the
so
text, I was like,
excited.
yeah, you did good though. And then
I was
had
full
the,
of
like-
adventure.
No,
Yeah.
that's what's about to come like on it. So people are like having the chests fall off their heads finally, and they're looking around for the first time in a couple of days. It's like some of these people have been wearing boxes on their heads for days now.
Oh.
And as they like breathe, they smell the smell of like burning smoke. The smell of smoke and burning wood. And they look over and they see the workshop. The door is wide open. And you 5 counting Jeremiah, and the 7 if you count the other 2, charging out of this place as it is exploding like a fireworks factory. As just like, it looks like the end of an action movie in my head.
Yeah. I also have a thought for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me with it.
I was gonna say, like, while Clementine's also like walking out, yeah, he's gonna be taking off like the mimic disguise and just toss it back into the explosion and just kind of like whip his like new mane out a little bit too, just like want a little slow walk out. Yeah, just on the way. If we're
Cool
doing
guys don't
that,
look at
you know.
explosions.
If we're doing. If we're doing. I don't know.
Jeremiah goes to like, it's like, oh, sick, I'm gonna pull out my signature vehicle. And it's just like, is it a scooter? No. Is it a skateboard? Of course not. Unicycle.
Unicycle. Oh, Clementine's gonna pull out a skateboard.
That
He's like, I
worked.
got a skateboard.
Jeremiah's
Sick.
wearing a kilt, riding a unicycle out of the explosion.
Nice. Also, we gotta make sure they're out safe too.
Absolutely. Like, all right. So, whose responsibility is it to like bodyguard the characters out? Is anybody carrying Bartleby in their arms?
I mean, if, I could help with that too.
I thought Zacna had them.
That's
Yeah,
right. Oh,
I
Zacna.
did
That's
too.
right.
Yeah, Zacna did, but like, if
Zacna, are
needs
you
help, I'll help.
bodyguard carrying them, but both of them at the same time? You know,
Yeah, there's
like
like one
you.
under each arm.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
under each arm.
one under each arm
Zacna's
is.
got it.
I was picturing like them laying in his arms, you know, and like the son on the dad's stomach. Like this is how I was
Yeah.
picturing it.
Aw.
He swaddles the fish man. But no, like one under each arm is actually the correct answer.
They are safe. They are in safe hands.
Everybody else walking out in slow motion. Zacna
Yeah.
actually trying to be responsible, running past everybody.
He's already got him. Like Clementine knew he got this. We're good.
Yep.
Like I believe in Zacna.
Oh, Irwin, did you only save that one piece of magical wood, the wizard staff?
Well, I was kind of hoping that like when he was doing the "you shall not pass," like that defensive thing would protect the wood generally.
Absolutely. So like I think you can get some more pieces. We will just call it colloquially like a bindle of wood.
Okay.
Like it's going to be enough to make something.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Irwin's going to be satisfied with his staff though. So if anybody else has like a wooden object that they would like to have,
Ooh.
he's not going to claim
Yeah.
monopoly on the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Making a caber for Katori would be neat, but like I don't know if we got that much. I don't know if you brought like a ship's mast worth of wood out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I wonder
So-
if it
Well,
might be time
whoa,
to have
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Zacna pick
Here's an
up
idea,
on
though.
archery.
The other thing is that we have the magic on tap at the farm, and if it made the poponut grow, what will it do to the plank of wood?
Oh yeah.
okay. Is the wood like I guess so. The wood grown from that tree would work like a sponge the same way.
Resupply.
The wood
What if
isn't
you just
alive,
rebuild
this
it?
is true, but is the poponut alive once you've harvested it, right?
That I don't really think that often about at what point do I consider vegetables dead. That's not really a thing I've really thought on. I know a tree is alive in its own way,
Still got the
And-
roots if it's alive.
which
right?
means an apple at some point alive, but then once I pull it off the tree, still alive.
I think the alive thing is the tree, not the fruit itself. In my opinion, that's what I think.
I
it is.
have to die before I rot, though. So
Well,
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not thinking
Yeah,
on this.
I mean, it was. I mean, because yeah, it was alive. Like, because I mean, it was part of life. Like, and then after you but doesn't it rot on the branch too if you leave it there?
well,
do.
sort of, but plants are weird
Yeah.
because like you can do
They are
like
weird.
have you ever
Part of the
seen
cycle.
have you ever seen like a fence post where it's got like a branch growing out of it? Like that sort of
Mm.
thing?
That's okay. I think I am perfectly fine with you taking this to that pool and growing more. Granted, I think every time you do it, it's a little adventure in and of itself as to whether or not we're going to open a rift or cause more problems because exposing the magic and blah blah blah. But I love it. Why not have a lab that we do magical experiments?
Yeah, adventure for science is science for adventure.
Yeah.
It's like the more adventure-y, like,
Well-
of the sciences.
I
Yeah.
guess also we could just use this wood as like our test sample, and then if it's like good stuff, grow new trees there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Magic tree orchard.
Yeah.
It just said the mad scientists, and like I do agree. But yeah, so you all slow motion walk out, and because hold on.
I think we should like ditch the mimic disguises as we're walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Clementine did. Did the thing where, like, you know, like the helmet takeoff kind of thing, and
Yeah,
Hair blowing in the breeze.
yeah.
yeah.
Except Irwin has no hair. I you know what? I imagine
eye goob flowing. It's like it's so watery it looks like hair. It's just
Yeah, like
nothing
the
can
eye
break the
gives,
surface
like-
tension.
yeah. It's from the it's like the irritation from like the velvety feeling of the tongue.
Oh no.
It's got his eyes so watery.
Oh, hope he's gonna be feeling relief now.
You know what is really funny about that? Haven is one of the few towns we know in universe that has a really good pharmacy.
Oh, yeah.
But this isn't the pharmacy. Guys, I made a pizza place. And we never got to see it.
For the Za. Oh.
Oh no.
Well, maybe afterwards, you know, like
Yeah.
we did the thing, right?
Where we go to celebrate
We have a
now.
little snack.
Yeah,
we can
our
celebrate
little
with
sport.
pizza. Yeah.
And the end scene is everybody.
Quality
Ending scene is everybody is at legally distinct Pizza Hut.
Pizza
For the
Shack.
Za. Yeah.
It's actually called For the Za. It's
Yeah.
not Tomb Squad. For the Queens. The dance party.
Mhm.
How bizarre.
Is this where the Tarkus pizza oven is?
I think that is actually in.
Or does Pim
It-
still have it? Pim has it.
It's I think it's for Pim. Use.
But Tarkus does have a stake in For the Za.
Mm.
It's like I was dreadfully unaware of how many pizza places started cropping up in you guys' RP.
Yeah, different styles.
This place is run by spirits that all
Oh.
have names and they are manifest. They look like ghosts only because they want to. They think it's
Mhm.
funny for ghosts to dress up, for spirits to dress up like ghosts.
Aw.
It is funny.
Yeah.
And they run a pizza place because we play a weird game. And I do think, for the record, we have really boosted the image of Lockstitch in Haven.
Ooh.
They all look at you like, oh, sorry, that's what I was going to ask Iskra. As the place is exploding, how do you continue, like everybody else walking out in slow motion, Irwin with his like extra amount of the wood, Zacna like one arm carrying, Clem skateboarding. How do you contain the explosion so we don't keep the so we keep the collateral damage down. Like, you have a tornado and stuff. This is your magic doing this. I didn't know if you had any idea how to stop it.
I mean, if I'm at the center of the magic, then I feel like I would have total control over it, that I could stop using the magic. But in order to like contain the explosion, I do imagine like everybody's walking forward, everything's exploding behind them. While still walking forward, Iskra takes her hand and puts it behind her and throws up an ice wall, just as you can see the firework explosion come up over the top of it, but not at everyone.
Ooh.
I am completely down with just some controlled demolitions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, it's all by the book. That'd be so great if that like was just a tactic. It's like, when you need a demolitions thing, this is how Iskra takes care of that.
I mean, it would make sense. Like,
I want maneuvers. I'm gonna write that
Yeah.
down at some point.
okay, yeah.
They're like abilities, but they are, anybody can use it. If it's like we've said fastball special. Everybody knows this fastball special is Colossus throwing Wolverine, but the fastball special can be done with Magneto throwing Wolverine, or anybody else throwing Wolverine, and even She-Hulk throwing Spider-Man. It was still called. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say we had our, and Zacna had his own version of the fastball special during Web
Right.
Ball when he threw Leo.
Absolutely, and other people do that, but I like the idea that when they're doing it, they're paying homage to Zacna like having the move. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like other
yeah.
people learning it being by mentorship / seeing him do it.
It led to
Yeah.
Zacna's own signature move, "Time for you to fly."
But now everybody's eating pizza.
Yeah. What kind of
It's
pizza
just-
do we got?
Completely up to you guys.
Yeah.
I do absolutely love the idea that they dropped you off here. You not only invented a new kind of booze that gets people adventure drunk, like drunk on adventure. I think when the world was kind of facing the corruption and people got really overly confident and really started dying to like fighting more dangerous monsters than they were ready for, that's basically what this alcohol is. It lowers your inhibitions that level. Like, you do, when you are drunk on this, you never think that you might die. It is not an option to you. That is the kind of booze that this is.
It's like a more literal liquid courage, sort of.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't make you loopy. Like, you have all of your cognitive functions, except for you don't have fear. Or you do not have fear of death. I think you can still have fear of losing something, or like fear of somebody else dying, but you don't fear your own death. But you all have some bottles of it, and it will just make 13s in like out of this world.
Ooh.
And the pizza's all like vaguely green. I'm sorry, guys. The only cheese we have is the centipede cheese.
How do you milk a centipede?
Oh,
Very carefully.
Yeah, I figure. There's a technique.
all of their
Yeah.
udders, all their teats have pincers.
A delicate process. Oh no, that's not where they go though. I guess that's these. Okay. I guess you do it very. Yeah.
I don't I don't want to have to find somebody who does fictional biological animal like deep dive things to ask them to write us
I can
up
just make shit up, but
like a detailed description of what this
Mhm.
creature would be and how it would exist. I'm not ready for
I
that.
love doing that. Yeah.
And then how to milk it and why the cheese is gritty.
I'm going to say that it's the udders of the cheese centipede are actually modified toxicognaths, which is what those like the big pincers on a centipede are called, which are
Oh.
actually in themselves modified legs with venom glands. But instead of it being venom glands, it's got to be like a sort of
Wait, are you
milk-like
saying
substance.
our
Yeah.
lactose isn't actually it's just venom. It's not like a mammal's milk. It's
Yeah,
actually we learn how to they have milk like venom that we eat.
yeah, but the venom's
Okay.
like the venom no longer has the venomous like properties
Yeah,
because
because we bred it out of them.
and they use it to feed
Yeah.
their young in
Oh,
nature.
goodness.
She's like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
venom
this is the most-
intolerant.
Oh, goodness. Venom tolerant. Venom
I guess it is. It's better than milking a centipede, I guess.
Yeah,
But
You're still
or is
milking
it?
for its
'Cause
venom.
we're
yeah,
drinking
you're still milking it. It's just that you're not milking it like in the middle. You're milking it at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
milking snake venom. It's like okay, but just on
Mhm.
each of their legs. That's why centipedes are so good to have it because it's so many legs. They're
Well,
just so
no. It's
milkable.
just the front pair. It's just the
Oh,
very
just a
front
front pair.
pair.
Productive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so submissive and milkable.
No.
No. I mean, I feel like you still gotta take your friend them and be like, now this is my centipede. Like, they gotta know you. They gotta like you. They're not just gonna let you milk them. Ride them, because I figure you ride them too, right? They're like cows.
Yeah, they ride them like because we don't have horses.
Yeah.
We have tiny horse and large horse.
Still ride them. Yeah, so you
No.
got the milking centipedes, and you also got the ones you ride. Like, you still gotta bond with.
I do love the idea that Irwin's actually drawing out how we milk centipedes on napkins, and one of the fish is just like, so where does cheese come from?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so glad you asked. I, a
Nice.
creature from your nightmares, will love to explain a new nightmare.
Yeah.
I love that.
But yeah, gritty pizza. I'm sorry. Someday we'll figure out how to get. Actually, no. Everybody loves it apparently.
Yeah. Also, like, this is like potatoes are good. So, as a
Oh yeah, you need a pizza place that serves home fries, like the potato wedges for some reason. Yeah, and like a
there's that too.
taco.
There's that too.
It's right on the menu. Like
Baked
it
potato
says
pizza's good, though.
authentic taco next to it.
Nice. Nice.
It's one of those places that if you look on DoorDash at 4 a.m, it's still open, and you're like,
I've seen those. Kind of like, is this gonna be good? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it very much is not. And it's the same place. And I get the same thing. And sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's, why did I get this?
Imagine how great our Popoto skins would be, though.
Yeah.
It'd be like the inside of the actual hut.
It'd be delicious. Like toboggan sizes.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot. Yeah, my favorite bread potato. Yeah, it's also potatoes are useful. I'm so glad we have these like bowling ball and alternatively like all other ball size like potatoes. They're just so useful. I love
In
popo nuts are
the
great.
downtime, what I really want to like it's like I know some of us still have games to go, but like for your characters, I really like an arc of how do we set up this like forward operating base? Like what do they do there?
Mhm.
because this will be the first time that other than radio towers, we're building something to add to
Yeah.
the map as Lockstitch. It's going to be outside of Haven. There is a slight atmosphere. There's never a change in weather never changes and the wind never blows. And you gotta, I hesitate to call him a meth cook, but he was, and now he's an adventurer. So good luck with that guy. I hope you know how to treat your ex-mob witness protection NPCs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I would love to like come back with when we do our calls. I want to touch base on this with all of you to see if it's a thing that we want to move forward with.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love any little like sign of this is a cool thing to do, or where like
Mhm.
this is the party that does like really weird magical experiments, like the real weird ones. She's like, what happens if we put
Yeah.
this in there? And it's just like nothing good.
Clementine already used to do that stuff, so he would love to do more of that. Like that's his favorite thing to do. He would just do it with acids, but I was like, oh, there's more stuff. There's magic. We can see how it interacts with direct magic. Yeah, he would love that.
Iskra's only there because magic.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely. I will love to pull at these threads. But yeah,
Mhm.
that is gonna be the game for tonight. You all just killed it.
Ooh.
Just
Go team.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah. Did it. We did it.
Yeah.
I think yeah, that's a
Oh, I think
yeah, Iskra's a Wayweaver, right? I'm pretty positive. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Iskra's Wayweaver, Clem is Seamguard, Irwin is Seamguard, and Zacna is Wayweaver. I believe.
Zacna's
No?
Seam Guard.
Seamguard, okay. The best way to defend the cities is to research. How does making booze tie in with that one?
Morale.
Ah, my bad.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, morale sounds good. Yeah, I mean,
It's
especially
like
for
everybody will
adventure,
be
like in
so
us,
much
that's
better.
that's the best morale. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best morale.
Or alternatively, like we could experiment and see how flammable it is, because if the raw popo nut was so explosive, imagine what distilled alcohol made from that would be.
Like, right? What does the
Oh, and I know
what does the
explosives, so
flamethrower version of this look like?
Yeah.
you could do that. Yep. Contain it,
It-
kind of utilize it.
You
make
would
it
be telling
flamethrower.
me that magic is flammable at its core? Actually, it's just like,
Magic
if
is
not
flammable.
flammable, reactive. We know that it is
Yeah,
reactive.
reactive.
Yeah.
And
Fire was used, so like it could have other effects with different kinds of magic on magic. So
I will be right
I
back.
think reactive is.
oh, we're just about to
I think
wrap up
reactive
anyway,
makes sense.
Zacna, don't you worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck yeah, like I love the fact that these games have felt less like I felt like it was gonna be everybody gets this assignment and it's very important, and what it's really feeling like is a finish lap, like one more time around, like showing the world that we can do this, we're cool, we're awesome, and setting up a little bit for next season, and you guys all like really giving us some like juicy fucking little nuggets to build on.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, no, it just keeps going. And I'm liking it. Yesterday's game, they did not seal up the anomaly that they were supposed to, and they did not get any of that done. I do loved the fact. They never had a rift. The anomaly was the wood. Like the wood is anomalous, and also that's why the drink you guys made doesn't belong in this world. Like anybody with like the technology or the magical thing that like looks at it and it's just like, this is here, and you guys all are like, nope. Like your little penguin things that vibrate when they get close to an anomaly go crazy near this drink. It's like, it's neat, it's fun, also pretty dangerous, but again, full of adventure. Like distilled adventure is what you've made.
Yeah, it's almost like drinking rocket fuel.
It's just like, you throw a little bit in your coffee in the morning. You make it real squirrely.
Everybody's microdosing with magic.
For so cute.
Microdosing adventure.
That is wild.
Shot of adventure. Yeah.
Yep, I like that. That's gonna lead into some really cool stuff in a couple of days. And with that, thank you all so much for playing. I have to go to the bathroom like I'm going to die. So I'm going to say goodbye forever. Please say goodbye for everybody.
All right, goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever.
Thank you.